Hi everybody, I'm Lori. Welcome back to the Way of Positive Change. How are you guys doing? Did you have a wonderful Easter? I did, and you know we had the baby shower parade. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Her sister Tracy made a big diaper cake. I think I'm going to post that to the community page because that was really something to see. It was, 5 layers high. And the flowers were on little headbands for my granddaughter to wear later when she gets bigger. We had so much fun. She cried, her mother cried, I cried, everybody cried. We ran around the block twice. Other people in the neighborhood came out to see with their kids, and it was so much fun. And then most of the people left after that. We had balloons and streamers and all kinds of fun things, and people wrote on their windows. I didn't think of that. And then other kids came out, like I said, and then just our main family stayed, and there was a little champagne. We had social distancing, and Courtney sat in the driveway in the shade, and she opened some presents, and we had fun. So that was great. All right, and then we had a great Easter, and I got to zoom into my brother's church. All right. Some hot topics. Oh, and before I start, any of you guys that are in the path of these storms, my heart goes out to you. Listen, we're here. I'm in Southwest Florida, and we are having 25, 30 mile an hour, or 35 mile an hour winds, which is really weird. Florida, we just don't get wind like that, at least not the southern hemisphere of the state. And did I say southern hemisphere? The southern part of the state. We don't usually get wind like that. So it's sort of like tropical stormish-y when nothing really happens. We just, have the storm. But you guys are really some of you are really in for some difficult weather. And my heart goes out to you, and I've already said prayers for the ones that have already been affected. All right. Viewer questions. A lot of you asked me about the United States Postal Service and the United States farmers, our food supply. And then there were quite a few that asked me about if we're going to have a second wave of this. If Trump pushes through and we open too fast, will there be a second wave? So those are the things that we're going to take a look at today. First, let's do the USPS. So they say they're running out of money and they don't have enough. I don't know how they could possibly close it down because they need to deliver the stimulus checks and mail-in voting. I guess who wants to probably get their hand in that, right? So let's see. How will the Postal Service stay open? Will they be successful at staying open? That's what we're going to ask. Are they staying open and doing well, or are they going down? We love our mail carriers, don't we? I do. I can remember when I was younger thinking, oh, my mom's always got to go out to the mail. My dad and my mom's always got to go out to the mail. And I'm thinking, I hope I never get that bored that I do that. And I'm not bored, okay, but I go to the mailbox. Okay, I know y'all go to the mailbox too. All right, they are feeling threatened. 9 of Wands. They feel like they should be better taken care of. They should help. Zinny Cat, what are you doing? I have a cat named Zinny. She's a rescue. She has the calico markings. And she's up to something else. We'll see if she makes an appearance. Okay. Yeah, they feel... they don't like the greed that's going on. They don't like how they're being treated with the devil card in the second place in the challenge. This is not good. This isn't a good base for them. They're feeling afraid. There's fear involved in this. They have expenditures that they can't pay. So there's debt, there's greed. There's greed from, DJT et al. All right, so let's see. And they didn't used to be that way. Look, the 9 of Pentacles was their base, with the Falcon of Wisdom here, with the hood on the Falcon. And so they stood strong for so many years, and people that work there, pretty much everybody I know that is a carrier or worked inside the buildings like their job. So, but that's just me. All right. And as everything else, we can sort of take things for granted. Perhaps they didn't look at something they needed to look at. They didn't see a warning signal with the Fool card in the place of the past. Oops. Boy, you guys, I almost did that again. Can you see? Let's see. How's that? Okay. Fool, Lover's card is up here. So now we know that's DJT and partners, and there's a sort of a double standard here. With that, well, let's just put it this way. They've got to make a big decision. You know, the Lover's card is all about the duality of Gemini and the decisions that we make. So that's, you know, and Gemini is coming up. It's May and June, right? So that's going to be the time frame of this. I don't know what time frame they're looking at. You guys help me with that if you have the answer to that, please. Ace of Swords means they're going to get a shot in the arm. So there's going to be some sort of boosty boost, something, little some going on there, help them out, but they're still feeling separate from where they want to be. They may have to consolidate a few places. I don't know what that's about with the Four of Wands. They don't like the information that they're receiving as of today in this place. Okay, Strength card, they're hoping they can tame the orange person. Okay, and there's some cash. So, and there's some helpful people in the King of Pentacles. And this is, you know, this is Steady Eddie the Knight when he becomes the king. So that to me, with the love card, with the Strength card, it's a love card too. But, you know, the cards around it are fairly supportive, so I'm going to say yes. And let's take a look at the bottom. Yeah. Now, for how long? We'll have to reevaluate or readdress the situation or do another spread on it a little bit later. Okay. So this isn't good. There's going to be some ties. The challenge. They don't like the challenge. They're being told they have to do some things a certain way, and duh, right? So we'll just have to see about that. I also wanted to remind you guys, I watched Johnny and Jen and Becca last night, but I was so tired. You know, I made key lime cookies for the parade, and I was making a lot of different things. And so I didn't want to comment because I didn't want to type in. I wanted to watch, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to type in comments and stuff. But I could read some of your comments in the live thread. And I want you guys to be very, very careful. I want you to empower yourself with affirmations because we are more intelligent than the orangutan. And we've got this. But hatred is going to, you know, sometimes I even catch myself, well, just for instance, there was a very mean person that I found out died suddenly and way too young for his years, who had caused another, my sister family, some grief. But I was deeply saddened for his children. But some other people were talking about it, and I could feel my breath catch in my solar plexus when there was hatred. So I just want you guys to do your deep breathings and let go. Remember, hatred is only going to hurt you. It's only going to hurt you. You don't have to understand them, and we're going to take care of this. And it may be the fight of our lives because we're the light bearers, right? We are the bringers of the light. So don't fall into that. Watch what comes out of your mouth. Watch where your power could be seeping out. This is just immensely important for your health, right? Okay. All right, so I felt it. I felt it deep, especially when that happened yesterday. All right, let's take a look at the farmers. Farmers in the U.S. and our food supply, which comes from our farmers, right? Well, we get a lot of different foods from all over the place, but let's just look at our U.S. farmers. Are they going to do okay? You know, I know a lot of people here locally have been supporting the farmers markets with social distancing, but I saw where some of the farms in Immokalee, they were dumping tomatoes instead of, now they're going to shelters and stuff like that, but they were throwing out zucchini, green and yellow squash. What the heck? Okay, U.S. farmers, are they going to be okay? Will they successfully get through 2020 with enough purchases and help? United States farmers, and there we go. And you guys too, don't forget, you know, amethysts are your buddies right now. Amethysts are the number one crystal for soothing, healing, emanating vibration. So put crystals on. Wear them in your pockets. Put them in your bra. Do whatever you got to do. Listen, they're in my bed, you know. And if you have a lot of extra cash laying around and you want to buy a amethyst biomat, get a biomat. You know, those are like $3,000. That's on my wish list. Okay. Yikes. I didn't really want to talk about this today. I'm still getting the Tower card for just about everybody, but most especially for the people in Florida, which makes me very nervous. I'm nervous for everybody, but okay. So they have just been, their world has just, everybody's world has been rocked, right? But they really feel, well, the Tower card means we have to change and we have to come up with another way. It hurts when it happens. Then usually we end up doing things that we couldn't even possibly imagine or had even considered before that end up being far better. But it hurts when it happens. It really is very painful. Okay. All right, they don't feel supported. They don't feel like they can get their food to the people, the Two of Cups, and they don't feel that people are helping them. They feel like, we're here trying to make food for you. What are you doing for us? And they're just not feeling it. All right. And beneath that, Steady Eddie's dad over here. Just kidding. Okay. I got to bring these down again. Okay. You know, their base, they did well until the orangutan came. So, yeah, in the past they were feeling, they were already hurt. They were already feeling the pain and struggling, just limping along like the dairy farmers in Wisconsin. And yeah, they just feel like they're the hangman, they're just draining. Their energy is just draining. They don't know, they've given all they can. They're in a bad way. They're very emotional, and they're going to set forth an emotional plea. So I think I can see where they will gather together and try to approach and touch the heartbeat of America and implore other people to help them. They will move forward. They will look for new ways. You know, hydroponics is a big thing down here because we go through dry seasons like everybody else does. And my nephew right now is even in Costa Rica for doing self-sustaining farming. Like he's going through this, staying at this farm for 6 months. He's a big IT guy for Disney, so this was a little bizarre. But Lazar is bizarre sometimes. I'm sorry if you're watching, nephew. Okay. All right. You know I love you. All right, moving forward. All right, we have to change our ways and cutting free from some of the things from the past with the Queen of Swords. We have two of Wands, Three of Wands. Listen, that's good. So that means we come up with some new ideas. We've been successful in the past, and we will start to move forward. It's like crashing in the video game, and now we got a few more lives, and we got to hop up on the next bar. Oh my gosh, forgive me. Okay, Hierophant. So we have to study. We have to educate other people, sort of like what Lazar is doing in Costa Rica. And I know I've read for a lot of other younger people that are doing this. There's some places in Arizona and Nevada that are doing it, and up in the Northeast. But this is educating, teaching, following established rules, but it's also following established rules and guidelines. So they will get help. So this is not a card of closure, but I think they're going to start learning new ways. And I feel like more schools will be doing, that just came to me, more schools will be doing, when they talk about education, the local neighborhood, the farms, especially in the areas where they are, what do they call that? Where there's, in the areas where they don't have the vegetables available. I'm just, like a food graveyard. I don't know what they call it. I forget. All right, so we're going to be doing more education and more science. The Queen of Swords is science too, and so I'm feeling fairly hopeful for this as well. So that's good. All right, so we get one for the Postal Service, although they don't like what they had some bad crossing cards, and we get one for the farmers, and I'm all about this. I think this is good. I think we'll be learning all kinds of new ways to make food. Okay. Let's just do one to see what we don't know. I lied. I'm going to do two. Okay. All right, it's a lot. It's a lot of work, but there's a call to arms, a call to action, so we will do it. And they're in big trouble. So, all right, I just wanted to do one real quick before we look at the second wave. I want to do one real quick on our own, our food supply right now, because you guys asked me about that too. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so, and I'm going to come back and do one on Kudlow and his craziness, and a couple other things I saw yesterday. All right, how's our food supply in the U.S.? Have you seen the lines? Oh my heart goes out to them. We have the Cape Coral Caring Center here that was founded by the Big Presbyterian Church. Was originally founded by them, and that's my favorite place to donate. They help you if you fall through the cracks. It's for the people who are in the middle that fall through, that aren't on assistance, and so you get what I'm saying. Okay. But do you see all the lines for those people? It makes my heart hurt for them. Okay, how's our food supply? Will people feel like they have enough food or not? Okay. I think that we can all feel this. The Queen of Cups, use our intuition, our clairsentience, our the ability to feel with our senses. That people are really having a very tough time. This is also emotions. All right, so they don't feel balanced. They don't feel like they have enough. So the Temperance card is a card of we need to establish balance, but when it's on its side, it's very unbalanced. Okay, so there's people, and I want you to notice all the water, water, water. This is not good. And I wonder if that means weather is going to play a part. Of course, we already had those tornadoes. I wonder if more weather is going to play a part in this. Okay. People felt more stable in the past with the Chariot card here. And then they were cut off from their supplies. People are helping. Excuse me. People are helping, and there are prominent people in positions who are using their ideas and wherewithal together for new starts to try to help them. So that's good. A lot of intellectual thought and planning for families, other churches. Like the Cape Caring Center, it isn't really the Presbyterian people in there so much, is that it was just founded by them, Okay. All right, this is a lot of heavy work going on. There's a lot of call to action for this as well, same like the farmers that we got. And then there will be assistance, and there's hope. Here at Page of Pentacles is new seedlings of the earth. Pentacles are the earth. And so they'll be planting more, and they'll be coming up with new ideas. And so that's promising as well. It's small. Page is small. All right, and then we have a better card here. So there will be some continued effort, a collaborative community efforts with the Three of Pentacles. That's not always dark money, you guys, especially when there are good cards around it. You always have to look to see what cards are flanking on the left and the right. All right, now let's take a look. DJT pushes too hard to start. Do you guys think Fauci is out? I haven't seen the news since I was out in my yard this morning. Part of my fence started to fall down because of the winds. How strange. These are strange times. So there was something about he retweeted, hashtag Fire Fauci or something. I can't even believe he lasted this long. All right, anyway. Focus, Lori. Second wave. Will the orangutan push too hard and get us into trouble? We reopen or push too hard. Are we going to have a second wave of the germ? Let's do one more like this. What do you guys think? You're so good with your comments. And don't forget to email me if you want to have a reading. The Way of Positive Change at Gmail. $25. Okay. Are we going to have a second wave? All right, stop right there. Okay, same card that we had on the bottom than before. So this is about the money now and wanting to try to help people and get them back to work as best as possible. So there are meetings and gatherings to discuss this. What should we do? Because the people here are asking, the people here are asking this person for advice. Okay, that's my ostrich or orangutan head in the sand card. Two of Swords means I don't want to look at it. Don't make me look at it. I want to pretend it's just going to vanish. Have we heard that before? Oh boy, choices, choices, choices. We're not going to look at the truth. We're not going to look at what we're being told. He's going to take a risk. He's risked his family and how many bankruptcies has he had? Lord. They can come and try to talk to him, and he is just not going to listen. He's not going to listen. Four of Cups. All right, he says we have to do this. We have to get some people to where they're going. We got to try to make some... Oh boy, he's going to try to get around what the smart people are saying. The people with actual degrees. Not that you need a degree to be intelligent, but you know what I'm saying. The experts are telling him, you've got to look at this. You have to take in all this information, and you just simply won't listen. And so he thinks he can skirt around and get away with this. And then there's going to be other people that will do the same thing, that with his with the way he thinks and the way Fox News is, they'll think they can do this too, and people will sneak. Because they just want the money. Okay. So this is how we're seen. Remember, the 8th place in the Celtic Cross is how we're seen. So there will be an uproar over this. There's going to be a lot of opposing people to what he wants to do. And it can go to, you know, the mayors and the governors, and there's going to be some splits. Look, you have to look at how the cards are interacting. And they're like, I'm going to get away with this. No, you're not. I'm going to get you. Yes, I am. No, you're not. So, oops. So anyway, it's about, you know, the greed will try. They're going to try to call everybody. But this is a fight. And there's going to be a problem to try to get control. And remember, I still saw something about the military in play here with the Chariot, with him for quite some time. And again, use your intuition, tune in. Instead of getting on the hot wire of anger and messing up your health, tune in to what we need to know. This is almost like a call to arms. Honest to God. Judgment, Chariot, Knight of Swords. There's going to be a fight. And I don't have the 5 of Wands here, but this is people in opposition. All right. A lot of emotion. So I'm getting that Trump's going to push, and there's going to be a problem. What do we not know about this second wave? And judgment, you know, is you reap what you reap what you sow. And so I don't like seeing that there. Now I have the 5 of Wands. You saw it right here. Oh my gosh, this is a big old fight. We'll have to revisit this. I want this one too. Okay, and the sun will come out. All right, after that. So what I'm seeing here is a big fight between different aspects of the government, opposition of how people feel, one side against the other. And then we'll do better after that. So we'll revisit with the Kardashians and orangutan. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. All right. Be careful with that weather. Secure your things. Don't go out and drive anywhere if you don't need to. And do your deep breathing techniques and read, you know, powerful, life-affirming affirmation books by Florence Scovel Shinn, Catherine Ponder. You know, Your Word is Your Wand, Open to Receive. Your Word is Your Wand is Catherine. Is Florence Scovel Shinn. Your Word is Your Wand. The Game of Life and How to Play It. And Open to Receive's Catherine Ponder. Those are all really good. Louise Hay, those are on YouTube. I think Your Word is Your Wand is on YouTube too. Don't go for the automated one though, where they're reading that. Get a live person. All right, guys, positive affirmations. Have a good Monday and Tuesday. I'll either come back tomorrow or Wednesday. We'll see how the readings go today. Please email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com and let's get your schedule for your reading. I'll help you and you help me. And please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.